106 Brown Bag Mornings. Buenos dias. Good morning, to you. We have our guy Oscar de la Hoya in here.
Brown Bag Morning.
It's so bad. It's so tight. You're like looking my other boss. It's super tight. Because we work with Golden Boy and everything that Golden Boy is doing in the boxing realm, and then here on Power 106. So super good to have you here.
Thank you. No, it's good being here.
We have so much to talk about, Oscar. There's so. First of all, we want to do the clap back with you.
Oh yeah.
Oscar, how does it go?
You guys messed it up. Come
We
on.
suck. All right, go.
That's why I don't do it. Like, people always ask me, okay, come
Can
on,
we do it
it.
with you?
Do it here live. I go, no, I'm going to, first of all, do it on my own platform, but
That part.
it's like,
Yeah.
I'll do the clap.
Yes. There you go.
All right.
Oscar has this series where, you know what, he's tired of everyone talking mess. He's gonna clap back at you, and I'm wondering if that's part. Exactly anybody, but especially Canelo. He'll even do a whole one about something totally different and just end it with F Canelo.
You know.
Yeah. All right. I guess.
We have our little personal
Yeah.
beef, but it's it's funny because it's not a big deal. Like, what we're beefing about is hilarious, actually. It's funny.
Yeah. It's
It's
boxing.
so funny, yeah. It's so funny.
Where was that like, hey, I'm going to stop? Just, I guess there was one part, especially in like celebrity, and you've been a celebrity since the beginning of time because of who you are, even being in the Olympics. Yes, I know it's a weird word. However, initially it's like, just don't say anything. Let people talk. Don't say anything, right? Then it's there's PR stuff.
Yeah.
But now you're like, you know what? Me vale. I'm going to make.
F everybody.
Exactly.
I don't care.
I like that. I like that approach.
People, I've learned in this business, like, for 35 years, right? I've learned no matter what, people are going to talk smack and people are going to do this and that. And you can never make anybody happy. It's like, so just be yourself and just don't worry about anything.
And you have a queen besides you. Shout out to Holly.
Órale.
So is she the one that was like, babe?
My jaina, my ruca.
You look at Holly too. She's like, babe, stop.
She's learned all the like Latino lingo
I
and all that.
love it.
It's
That's
freaking
dope.
hilarious, man.
Is she the one that's like, babe, you gotta just start clapping back. We gotta make this a thing. Or how did
Oh
that
yeah,
come
she's
about?
like, F this guy, F that guy, F that guy. Let's clap back at this guy. Yeah, I'm like, let's go.
Let's go.
Why not?
Let's go,
go.
babe.
Let's
Let's
That's
do
true,
it.
'cause you
Let's
got
go.
your ride or die next to you, so it's like, let's take on the whole world.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it makes it, you feel safe, when you have, like, when you're doing something like bad.
Yeah.
Not bad, but kind of like, oh man, I might get in trouble for this, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
But then you have like your ride or die, like you said. It's like, all right, we got this
We
together.
got this.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Let's go. Let's do it up, babe. All right, Oscar. Jake Paul versus Chavez Jr.
Yeah.
is going down. The press conference is today at 1 p.m.
Yeah.
What enticed you about this fight? And I know Zurdo's on the card.
Yeah.
What enticed you to be like, I'm gonna be in on this as well?
The money?
Let's tell him.
Businessman.
No. So serious talk here. So yeah, Jake Paul called and Nakisa, who's his manager and stuff, and we talked and everything, and so then we got DAZN involved, who is the platform that's gonna show it, and so it made sense. They wanted a big fight on the undercard, and so they approached me and said, "Look, can you help us promote this event? Like, let's team up." And I've always worked with everybody.
Yeah.
Like, I think the other day I on my stories I said that I'll work with PBC and to make the big fights happen.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I've been doing that forever, and so teaming up with Jake Paul was like, all right, this guy's getting a lot of slack for being a YouTuber.
Yeah, bro.
and he's like,
Cae mal.
yeah,
Something
no,
about
of
it, yeah.
course.
Well, he
of
does
course.
it on purpose.
Yeah.
I agree. It's
He's
like
great.
it's all a show, this and that, pero yeah, there's like a little amargo right there,
Yeah.
like something, And I said, you know what? I was thinking, okay, let me take a look at his history. How did he get involved in boxing, this and that? So I did my little research. Actually, Holly did.
Wow, shout out Holly.
Shout out Holly. Jaina.
Mira,
And
my
then,
Jaina Holly.
And then so he was like a Nickelodeon. Then he was a YouTuber.
Yep.
And then he said, you know what? I want to fight. But I'll tell you one thing. I think Jake Paul's one of the hardest workers.
Yeah.
Like in the gym. It's
You
crazy.
gotta give him that credit.
You have to.
He knows
You
he has
have
to
to.
earn it.
No.
So he's
and
doing
the way
it.
he's been doing it is pretty clever. I mean, think about he's got 11 fights now.
Yeah.
And he's fighting Chavez Jr.,
Mm-hmm.
an ex-world champion that went the distance with Canelo.
Yeah.
So it's like now I'm curious.
And then went the distance in his hotel room.
Yeah.
After.
Right, yeah, exactly.
A few
but,
times.
Yeah.
but it's like, okay, so it's like, okay, man.
He's
Do
taking
I-
those leaps.
Yeah, he's taking those leaps, but it's like, wow, I can't hate him for trying.
Right.
And it's like he's fighting a real fighter because
Yeah.
Chavez Jr. is a real fight. He's got over 60-something fights compared to Jake Paul that's got 11.
11.
So it's like Jake Paul's like creeping up little by little, you know?
Yeah.
And a lot of people hate it.
Yeah.
But that's why he's so popular because they watch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So and he's got a lot of fans too. I mean, what he's done for women's boxing is pretty incredible.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know what you've researched
Yeah.
on,
I'm not too
but
familiar.
yeah, the women's purses are a lot bigger because of him. Like he promotes Amanda Serrano
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
that
On
fought
his undercard with
yeah
Tyson.
that fought what's her name some girl from Europe.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they had more than 60 million people watching them, and it was like the fight of the year.
Mm-hmm.
How crazy is that? So
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's his boxer.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
he
yeah.
even has a boxing gym in Puerto Rico.
in Puerto Rico, yeah,
which is amazing for the community
Oh
there.
yeah, he lives out there in full time in Puerto Rico for obvious reasons.
Thanks.
Zero tax.
Yeah. He does, he does.
But what he's doing for women's boxing is actually it's commendable because the purses are getting much higher for women. It's like women's basketball. It's
Right.
like the movement, you know, the purses, this, that.
And it takes
It's
the
getting
ally
popular. Yeah.
in a man to help
Yeah.
No,
that
it
type
does.
of deal.
It
Mhm.
does.
Yeah.
Hey, let's go.
Okay, so Oscar, when it comes to Chavez Jr., clearly there's the namesake behind that. There's the Chavez Sr., right? There's that background with you and Chavez Sr., and then clearly you really appreciate Jake Paul. I don't know, but it's like it's a novela. It's this,
Yeah.
bro. It's Chavez Sr. versus Oscar de la Hoya. No, but you go through that, Oscar. And there's so much emotion in boxing. As much as it's a dude sport, it's like it tugs at everybody's heart. When you see this fight, I guess, what do you see for Chavez Jr.?
I can see redemption, you know, because he's had a tough life.
Yeah.
He's had a difficult, you know, being the son of the father, and then
Yeah.
the expectations,
Yeah.
A lot of
and
pressure.
then, you know, the pressure, and you know, he got involved with drugs and this and that, and you know, he seems like he's doing better, and he's doing good, and I've seen him train lately. I've talked to the father, and he says, look, if my son shows up to the ring the way I've seen him in the last few months,
Yeah.
I think he said like last 6-7 months, he goes, yeah, he's gonna knock out Jake Paul.
Wow.
I'm like, okay, I'm sure a lot of people would love to watch
Yes.
that and
Yeah.
see that. So, yeah, don't miss the fight.
Yeah.
June 28th. It's going to be
gonna happen.
crazy. No, it is. I mean, because Jake Paul actually has it's not that he has something to prove, but he actually can prove something here. Chavez Jr. went the distance with Canelo, right? In Canelo's prime. And so imagine if Jake Paul like knocks out Chavez Jr., then what?
Yeah.
Then
Right.
what?
No me gusta
No,
eso.
no,
That
but
makes
you know
me
what I'm
feel
saying?
sad.
But then again, Chavez Jr. can get redemption like for himself, but also for all the people that hate Jake Paul. So it's
It's a
win-win.
good
It's a
fight to
storyline.
watch.
There's a
Yeah,
good
It's a good fight
storyline.
to
yeah.
watch. Incredible
That's
storyline.
interesting.
You
And
know,
it's not gonna be boring, you know,
That
like
part.
running around.
Tell
I
him.
know you
Oh,
hate
Like
that.
Devin Haney.
Let's talk about that.
I know you mentioned, and this is the thing with what happened in New York. The setup was incredible. I believe the cards, the matchups, everything. How you guys matched up the
It was
fight
good.
when
Everything
Fatal
went-
Fury in New York, incredible.
Great idea.
Until the fighters got in the ring. Hijo de su madre.
Even
Wow.
leading up, we knew this could be the fight that then gives us the Devin Haney Ryan Garcia fight.
Sure.
But then you're like, I don't want to work with Devin Haney if he does
Yeah.
the running around stuff.
I hate the running, man. I hate the running.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and if you're running, it's your job as a fighter.
Be defensive, but
Well, to make the fight also,
True,
like
true.
press the action, cut off the ring, fucking hit him with a
Yeah.
cubeta, whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Do whatever you have to do to corner him and fight and make it a fight, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, very disappointed, but hey, I guess
You can only learn and do better from that.
Do you think it's because run clubs are popular?
It could be.
That's hilarious.
It
Devin,
could
start
be.
a run club right now, bro. Oscar De La Hoya, going back to your history and what you've done in this sport, often, I guess, with you, just like Jake Paul, people love or hate you. They love to make fun of you. They love to discredit you, all of that. I want to talk about you as a promoter. You as a boxer, set in stone. The record's there.
Yeah.
You as a promoter, when we talk about the Mayweather fight, before Oscar De La Hoya promoted the fight, he was Pretty Boy Floyd.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Afterwards, he was Money Mayweather.
Sure.
You promoted your fight. Was that your first promotion?
that
Your
was
fight
Golden Boy,
versus Mayweather.
Uh-huh.
And I guess to see you having stepped up and those leaps and bounds in business,
Right.
as a promoter, how are you seeing the new age of boxing right now because of everything the changes, the places that they're being fought?
Yeah. My advice would be like, don't try to be a promoter. Like to all these young kids. Yeah, because everybody wants to like have their own company, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's good obviously because they can channel their money through it and whatever, pay themselves and pay, whatever, tax purposes, this and that. But as a business, there's only been one fighter, and that's me. That's made it as a promoter, as a legit promoter.
Right.
Because it's not easy. It's hard. It takes a lot of freaking work. It takes a lot of work and good people around you, obviously.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, when you see like Mayweather promotions or Pacquiao it's all like it's a company. That's it. That's all it is. And there's no like substance there. There's no like real business. Yeah, it takes a lot of work.
It's a machine.
Yeah,
to make it a machine. Otherwise, it is a title. It's cool. It's like, oh, I have this podcast, but it's like, no, but what's the machine?
Right.
What are you doing for
There's
it?
nothing there. But yeah, we've promoted all the biggest events like in the last 25 years, including the Mayweathers and the Pacquiaos and Canelo, and we made Ryan, and so it's. We obviously know what we're doing, but it takes a lot of work, a lot of headaches. I mean, you got to sleep with one eye open. Yeah, it's crazy.
Because even as a boxer, other boxers may be your ops, but now other promoters are your ops. I see the Al Haymans, even the Danas and the Canelos part. It's like, bro, are you just adding more pieces on the chessboard to be at war with? But it's something that you do because you love boxing.
I love it. The sport. Well, this sport gave me everything I have. It really did. It just opened the doors up for me. It gave me an opportunity to see other parts of the world, to experience life, to take my family out of the barrio, they say, that's what people want to do when they make it, and so it's all been positive. So that's why I love boxing so much. I'll promote till I'm like 95 years old.
I bet.
Oh, yeah. I'll be right here just.
Holly, give me some water.
Would you promote like those influencer boxing fights? Because those are popping up even more now. Like a lot of influencers on TikTok.
Up, I don't know if I will like those the TikTok influencer type. Maybe if I start another company, and call it something else.
Right. You want Golden Boy to have a
Golden Boy is like
an esteem to it.
Like I like promoting. If you want to be a serious fighter, then that's what Golden Boy's for. So.
I want to talk to you real quick about Arnold Barbosa Jr. He is a primo here. We love him. We rep El Monte into the 6-6 with him.
Oh yeah.
To see him go through that loss, is there any words you give him? Because of course Teofimo put on a show. Some would say on that card, he's the one that people were watching. Yeah. When it comes to Arnold, though, I guess to get someone out of that rut, is there words that you give him or advice you may have for Arnold?
I told him after the fight, bro, just keep your head up. That's it. You have nothing to be ashamed of. We're with you 1,000%. We'll be back, in no time.
Yeah.
It's you just lost against a great fighter, a good fighter. That's it. It happens. It's his first loss.
Yeah.
So it's the way we were able to bring him back, because he was with Top Rank and Bob Arum. They kind of kept him away from the big fights, and for some strange reason. So when we brought him on board, it's like we got him the fights like automatic.
Who do you want? And shout out, I want to pick up the I'm blessed to know the company behind you. From Carla to Jane to Jess to Anthony, Razzo, and Eric. Like you said, that part is what gets everything
it's
done.
the machine. It's the oil, that.
And something cool. a lot of them knew Oscar when he was younger. Like we talked to Eric here, the president.
Oh, yeah.
You were running around in East Los with him. Like, that's your guy.
Well, the way we met is I was looking out my window one time into the alleyway, right? And I see a kid like stealing my chickens. And Eric stole my chickens. He was stealing my chickens.
No way.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Wait, hold on. You had chickens. That's so cute.
Yeah, we had chickens in East LA. Yeah.
And he was robbing one.
Yeah, he was trying to steal them. Yeah, trying to take the eggs first.
Yeah.
And then I see him like running with my chicken. I'm like, "Orale," and start going after him. Yeah, it's crazy.
And then when you went after him, then you're like, hey, you want to be friends? Or?
Well, we were gonna throw down,
Fact.
but then he like threw the chicken at me, and I was like, "Orale." Oh, it was crazy. It was funny, but then we just hit it off there. So.
That's amazing.
Wow.
Ever since then, yes.
You gotta keep that.
So
circle strong.
he claims that I stole his chickens, and I claim that he stole my chickens.
Wow. So we will never know the
Those
truth.
chickens were
We'll
Yeah,
never know the
but
truth.
who threw the cock in whose face? Which one was that?
Oh.
Well, obviously I threw the huevos at him. So.
Let's go, Oscar. Oscar de la Hoya. The fight's going down
June
June
28th.
28th. I'm sorry.
28th.
June, Jake Paul versus
Honda Center. Chavez Jr.
Bro, right here in the OC.
Yes.
Zurdo's a very exciting boxer to watch.
True.
Oh, yeah.
You
yeah.
putting him on the undercard. It's a co-headline to
So
me.
check this out. So Zurdo, he's going to fight this crazy tough kid. That's like 28-1 with 27 knockouts or something.
Wow.
It's the mandatory to his world title,
Got it.
so he has to fight him, right? I hate those fights.
Yeah.
They're just tough. But imagine, because Jake Paul and Zurdo in the same weight class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then it's
So
gonna be-
wait,
Oh,
what?
Please.
Zurdo,
Oh.
Jake Paul?
That would
What?
be amazing.
Wow.
Crazy.
That would be amazing.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
Put it down for Mazatlan, Zurdo. You got this.
Let's go.
Let's go, Oscar.
Oh!
All right, Oscar, before you leave, one nice thing about Canelo. Go. Hey, get your tickets.
Go on sale.
Ticketmaster.com.
Yeah.
Jake Paul versus Chavez Jr. Thank you, Oscar. Power 106, Brown Bag Morning. Buenos dias.